Hey, how is it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today's video is gonna be a little bit more of a serious one, but quickly before I jump into today's video, I want to say thank you to Michael for leaving a comment down below my video. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about it. I guess thanks for being a huge fan. Not sure what the Despacito stands for, but thank you anyway. But if you want to be in the next video, if you want to put something down in the comments, then I will definitely try to read them. I love reading comments, so yeah. But without further ado, let's just jump in today's video. So before I jump into the story today, here let me just give you guys some background information. So it all began when I met a guy called James. He asked me if I could make a banner for his YouTube, and that's what I did. After a while, he asked me if I would like to join a Rocket League team with a friend of his. His name is Ashley. I agreed because I really wanted to play as a team and get better. It all went awesome until some unfortunate events occurred. Long story short, James left the team because of some disputes and others. But that is a whole different story. If you would like to hear that, make sure to let me know in the comments below. At that point, we were looking for a new team member, and after a bit of searching, we found a guy called Jacob. Ever since he joined, everything was great. The team play was great and all. I became a moderator of a trading group where Ashley was the admin of. Thanks to the events with James, me and Ashley gained trust from the community and we both got into Middlemaning. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll link them down in the description so you can check them out after this video. Me and Ashley made a deal. The team, K9, will never have any sort of influence on a trading group except for the giveaway. And I know a lot of my subscribers are subscribed because we did a giveaway in that group. As I said before, everything was great. Everything but one little issue. Here is where it all went downhill. So I noticed that after the first few weeks, the team started to get online less and less. Everybody had responsibilities or things to do that prevented us from playing as a full team. I really want to get better, but I can't if the team isn't on. So then an old mate of mine that I also did a video with, I'll link that too, his name is Lucas, or some as you might know, Kunitsek. He introduced me to a team called SSD. I played with some of them an afternoon, and I noticed that they were quite good and at the exact level of me, and a bit higher than Ashley and Jacob. I let K9 know that I might join them as well, but that I wouldn't make any difference towards K9. My main intention was just to be able to play competitive when one team couldn't get on. After calming them down because they thought I was gonna ditch them for SSD, it seemed fine. But little did I know. Since that afternoon, it has been days since I played with SSD, but K9 wasn't on within those days either. I felt bored and I felt like I should just find even more people to play with. Until that day, two guys asked me if we could play trees. Their names are Demonic and Laser. We started playing some casual and found out that we were making some mad plays and that we were a pretty good team. We decided to hop on competitive. I went from Platinum 3 Division 2 all the way over to Diamond 1 Division 4 all in one session. Unfortunately, I had to go because it was getting late and I was so tired. And just before I went to bed, I informed K9 about the successful evening. I just broke my personal record and was about to go a lot higher. They seemed happy, but something felt odd. I shook that feeling off me and went to sleep. Somewhere that next day, Laser and Dane both informed me that they would not be able to get online the day after this one. We then agreed to all get on at the same time as the day before. We were pumped, all hyped up. We got Dane's diamond reward. Laser even got diamond 2 and was pretty close to diamond 3. The chemistry was so on point. We were making these next level plays. It was great. That's the best how I can describe it. At a certain time, Jacob joined my party and asked if we could play a little bit. Laser just went off for like 20 minutes to do something. At the time, he didn't know when he was going to be back, and they didn't want to play with someone he hadn't played with at that high rank of others. So he waited till Laser got back. I said before me and Jacob started that we might not be able to play a long time because when Laser got back, we would be doing trees. He said he was fine with it, but again, I got that feeling that he wasn't satisfied with my answer. We played some games and had some fun, so I thought it was nothing. After like 20 minutes, Laser got back and I politely asked Jacob to leave my game party so we could play trees, but he was free to stay in this talk party. He said something about that this is all bullshit and left pretty soon after. I didn't know he would react like that, and I got a bad feeling. Again, I shook that feeling off and carried on. Probably shouldn't have done it. The day after, when I tried to explain him why I wanted to play with him, he started to get angrier and angrier and started telling everything to Ashley. I later joined his party and we talked about it. And for once in a while, I finally felt that he was okay with it. Again, wrong. Damn, I'm getting really bad at this. At this point, I caught myself thinking about leaving K9 because of all the bullshit Jacob was spitting on me. I thought it was ridiculous. I did think this true. About 90% of my reasoning of staying in K9 was because I still liked playing with the dudes, but that 10% was already thinking, no, you can't leave. There's too much attached to K9. Middlemaning and moderating and such. I knew that if this would escalate, those things could all get in danger. What I forgot to say before is that the second night, if Ashley would have been online too, then I would have definitely played with K9 ever since we barely got practice those past couple of weeks. Here's where the shit got real. Too real. After a day or two, I noticed that finally in so long, both Jacob and Ashley were online, so I asked them if they wanted to play as a Trees team. I think I forgot to mention that there was a fourth member in the K9 chat. A friend of Ashley, someone who is supposedly a champion player, who had also performed on ESL. I always thought he was a bit of an egoistic person. He always gave me the impression he tried to boss over me and he was always bragging. Anyway, he started laughing at me, so I was like, what? He then started to trash talk because I once challenged him a while ago for a 1v1. I don't know why he did it, but it was completely out of context and not the point of the conversation. After a bit of trash talking, I agreed. As for the 1v1 went, first round, lag free, lost fair and square. Second and third match I started picking up some latency. Michael, Ashley's mate, didn't. Still absolutely destroyed him in the second game. Unfortunately, he won the third game match in an overtime. During the last match, I was so heated of all the trash talk and I was at the point of saying random stuff. Ashley was the host of the 1v1 and I was lagging. I said that I wasn't surprised this team was not reaching Diamond. I know it's a bad move, but I meant it like this. They saw it this way. They saw it the way that they thought they were the problem. Anyways, the matches ended. Jacob and Ashley who were neutral the entirety of the matches, then turned against me. For a good reason. But what happened next is something I never expected. I tried to explain that I was not meant to come out like that, but it felt like I was talking to some solid brick walls. They just wouldn't listen. Ashley got so mad that he did what I tried to prevent for too long. He took away my moderator title. That means that I would not be able to moderate or do middleman trades. I tried calming him down and getting that position back. I gotta admit, the only reason I wanted to get back with them was just for that title and the role. I thought someone like Ashley, who I expected to give a second chance and calm down pretty fast, would forgive me for what I said, but nope. He got angrier over time and started mocking with me. I knew at this point that I would never get that title back, so I started defending myself. It got pretty messed up. I'll probably show some screenshot or a video showing all messages. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want. Conclusion here is that we both said stuff that we shouldn't have said. Me about his son needing a better father. Yes, I'm sorry, but I was really mad and I had to fight back. But he went full mental after I said that. He went a couple bridges too far. He actually chatted me in real life because normally we were gonna meet up after his trip to Germany next year. He said he was gonna beat me up so badly. It's quite funny that he asked me to give my address, like, were you really so dumb I was actually going to give it? Anyway, to end it here, he started calling me a loser and a no-lifer, if I can remember correctly. That's quite sad, to be honest. Throughout this chat, I had such a blast because I tried to be too savage, but it just completely failed. You know, maybe Jacob is watching this. Jacob, I know what I said was wrong, but I didn't get time to explain, and you just wouldn't listen. Well, yesterday, I had a chat with Ashley because he finally unblocked me after a week. We want to leave this behind and maybe get back to normal. This video was just to let you guys know what was going on, and in this way I was able to talk freely without being interrupted all the time. Anyway, Ashley, Jacob, I want to leave this behind us. Just let me know. It won't be forgiven and forgotten though. It'll take some time. Michael, I still just don't like you. I think you're still a dick, but yeah, if there weren't people like him, then the world would be a lot more boring. So guys, once Ashley has uploaded his side of the story, then I'll link it so you can watch it. Please don't send him any hate, because we want to leave this behind us. Just before I end it, please check out the description and check those links out. All support is heavily appreciated. If you need to get some Razer gear, then go to the One Network link. With every purchase you support me directly. Check out those other videos too if you have some spare time. By the way, let me know if you're a Rocket League player and if you need a middleman. I will try to help you anytime. So guys, on that note, I'm going to end it. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and if you comment something, you might have a chance to be in next video. Please make a comment that kind of makes sense, so nothing like Michael did. And I love to read comments, as I said before, but I've been talking for way too long, so see you.